most most notably, I do this podcast called Blue Collar Crypto. I work in a factory, and I'm with you. Okay, you work in a factory. Let's just say you work a regular job. Let's call that blue collar, right? A 9 to 5 where you punch in. Let's call ourselves blue collar for purposes of describing what the show is about. Let's just say we punch in, we punch out, and we're gung ho. We're all for the company, and there's varying levels of um, of supervision going on. I work in my company. I can pretty much do what I want, and I work in a factory. And as long as I behave myself, right, um, I'm still gonna have a job. All I really have to do is what? Show up on time and consistently show up. That's blue collar, right? Attendance, like remember school? That was a lot about attendance too, at one point. Um, so my focus today is cryptocurrency. So I have some books here I want to show. Um, let's see. This is called DeFi for Dummies, right? And what's so important, right? So about this, right? Well, look at the letters. Look at the letters. Don't they stand out? DEFI, right? So, so go to your bookstore, most notably Barnes and Noble, and look for this. Careful. Look for this in the business section, business. And every month, go to the business section. Look for this. Kind of hard to miss it, isn't it? Right underneath my chin, right? Decentralized finance. Let's go over what decentralized finance is. Well, right now, the government prints money. And we have an Army and an Air Force and Navy and Marines. And if you don't respect the dollar, the currency, our military forces will come after you. You know, maybe the IRS will start, IRS, but eventually our military will come after you, okay? That's called what we have. But DeFi is not that. It's not government money. It's not the dollar that you spend. It's most likely not your debit card, your credit card. That's United States dollars. The government of the United States will defend those dollars. And your ability to use them is governed by the government. The inflation rate is somewhat governed by the government of the United States. The corporations somehow have something to do with inflation. The government didn't invent inflation. Corporations have something to do with it. That's another debate. The corporations, and I mean Apple, I mean Amazon, they have something to do with inflation. The government didn't create it. They do their part. They work hand in hand, and we have inflation. That's the value of our dollar going down. And that's what we have. And I want you to buy this book right here. See my finger? Where is it? It's right there. There it is. D, da 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 da, D E, D E, da 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 da, D E F, F. No, no, no. Da 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 da. I, DeFi, DeFi. Look for this. This explains the new dollar, the new money. Now, why do I got to use new money? Why? I don't want to. I like the dollar. I like my paycheck. I like inflation. I like higher wages. Why? That's traffic. I like my bank account. But DeFi still uses your bank account at your bank. The government still is going to tax you. The government's still in on it. We're not trying to cut the government out. The government wants in. They want your tax money. If you make money in the DeFi right here, if you make it, they want their share. Ah, they sound like they want in on the game, huh? They like it when you make money, because when they make money, and when you make money in DeFi, they make money too. Sounds like a great partnership. Taxation. You know, you've got a partner for life. It's called the United States government, and they want you to make money. But they also want you to help build the roads and the schools and the military, and that costs money, and they want you to pay for it. Even if you don't have kids, and even if you don't drive a car, you still got to pay for those things. So look for this book, DeFi. DeFi. For Dummies. And look for it. You won't have to look hard, right? And what is DeFi? Read the book. Here's a chance for you to make extra money on the side or quit your job altogether. But don't quit your day job. I have to say that, right? Unless you're really smart, then you should quit your day job. Smart people, you know who you are. Okay. So that's book number 1. DeFi. I'm going to put that in the chat, right? The chat is a little feature in the bottom of your tablet or phone or on this screen. DeFi for Dummies. Okay, next book. DeFi it's going to help you create money, understand. At Blue Collar Cryptos, we seek to understand. Say that again. We are seeking to understand. Understand? Understand. Understand? Understand. We seek to understand. That's why we're here. And we need to see a bigger picture. Outside of our regular day-to-day job, we should start to see a bigger picture. Okay, so book number 1, DeFi. Leads me to the second book. Guess what? It kind of looks like the same book, but instead of blue, it's pink. And if the first one is blue for men and pink, maybe this is for you ladies, right? Here's pink. It'll look good in your house because this is your color. But let's not be sexist, guys. Pink looks good on you too sometimes. Blockchain. This is very exciting stuff. We know crypto, that Bitcoin is on a blockchain, but there are other blockchains. So now it gets interesting. Blockchain. Another book. When you're at Barnes and Noble, or what national chain is there left? I don't know. Or Amazon. Type it in the Amazon. They have it. Amazon has this. You can get a used product copy for $10, probably. A used one. That's not a lot of money. And it makes you look smart, even if you have the book just hanging around. You want to look smart. Hey, looking smart is almost as good as being smart. Okay. All right. So blockchain for dummies. So see the big white letters? There you go. Look for it. Look for the big white letters. Be easy to pick out. In a business. All right. So where do we go from there? I'm going to type in blockchain. Hi. I'm going to type in blockchain in the chat for dummies. And then the next one will be DeFi, right? DeFi, and it's for dummies. So all we have to really consider is, all we care about is blockchain and DeFi, those big white letters at the bookstore. And the most recent addition, like blockchain is, I'm going to put it on the screen here, but can you see that? It's impossible to see. But it says third edition. Just get whatever is on the shelf. But it's good to know that my books are both copyrighted, printed, and revised. They're up to date. Don't buy a crypto book that was written 10 years ago or 8 years ago. Get one that you copyrighted in this year, 2023, because things change and most of this stuff stays the same. But if it's an 8-year-old book off the shelf, they'd be happy to sell it to you, but you may have lost your money, you know, all of it, because the crypto world was different 8 years ago. So so I gave you 2 books. I put them in the chat. What else do you want? Okay. Crypto was Bitcoin bears discussion. I'm going to be embarrassed to say that it was on the cover of Time magazine. If anybody wanted to be rich, they just needed to look at Time magazine. Time. I know most people don't know what that is, but back in the day, Time was like the #1 or #2 magazine. If anybody wanted to know, it was out there in the open. It was on the cover of the most popular magazine in the world. And you didn't have to ask the question. They were just giving you the answer. Look at this world, it's Bitcoin. They were telling you 20 years ago, longer than that, even older than that. So it bears discussion. What is the new Bitcoin? I just gave you 2 books. And that's your assignment. I'm giving you an assignment. Relax. I know you haven't gotten an assignment in a long time, but it's time to do your homework. Oh, now you're upset again. But look, there is another Bitcoin out there. In fact, there's a whole bunch of them out there. Most of them are going up in value. So, what are you doing? You get your money from your job and you need to use that money. And I truly, truly understand that. You don't have money to invest. I get it. But you can invest in blockchain and DeFi with the help of these books. So there's no reason to say, I don't know how to do that. You have to read these books. And I truly understand if you don't know how to read. I truly empathize with you. I don't know what to tell you. But try. And try and get somebody to show you how to do it. Maybe you know somebody. Because some of these cryptos are the new Bitcoin. More than one of them is a new Bitcoin. There's not only one Bitcoin. Let me get this out in the open right now. There's not just one Bitcoin in the world. There's several of them coming up. Several of them are going to go up like similar to Bitcoin, the same way, the same money. It's much easier to pick than picking in the stock market. Although I recommend the stock market. People with a logical sense of logic, common sense can pick stocks, I do believe. I'm not so sure you want to pick Carnival Cruise Lines because they've admitted that they're not making a profit. And if you're going to admit that, Carnival might not be the best stock, but that's about making a profit, I think, or the ability to make one in the future. So maybe, you know, but look at these two books, Blockchain. Here, I'm going to show them again. Blockchain right here, right? And DeFi, right? So look at these two books. Go to the bookstore and go there once a month for the next 6 months, because there's a couple books on cryptocurrency now, but in 12 months, there'll be a whole bunch of them. And if you go once a month, you'll get your hands on one that you really like, that explains how to do this step by step. The ones I recommended are probably very good, but everybody reads, understands differently, and different books will explain this, and different books that will explain it in a way that you will understand. So keep buying these books. They're 20, 30 bucks. Yeah, they print them for 5 cents a piece. Okay. But the knowledge in them is worth a lot. So I'm going to leave this this broadcast because I've done, what, 20 minutes? And I'm not believing that anybody wants. I don't have a guest. That's fantastic. Gordon Lightfoot is not here. Alec Baldwin already got Gordon Lightfoot, so I'm sorry he's not here. Just me. And so let's have a good one and see you at the next podcast.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tim. Tim Tarosian, host of Blue Collar Crypto. We are here every Sunday, 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock Central for Blue Collar Crypto. Special thanks to our distribution partners. Jay Stoyan with the Disability Channel out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Marcus Hart with Transform You Media. Zach Clayton of the Pack Channel. Lawrence Wingate with Wingate TV and Wingate Studios. And also want to thank Nonprofit TV for their support through their Facebook campaign. So again, thank you so much, Tim Tarosian, host of Blue Collar Crypto. We will see you again next time. Bye for now.